Okay, so have you not been able to proceed in a career because of the oppression that you believe exists?
That if I decided to go into a STEM career, it will be statistically much more harder for me to get a job with my qualifications.
There's actually more women in STEM than there are men.
Well, that is just not true.
No, define STEM. Like
okay,
which jobs?
So, I have some notes here. So
in America?
Yes, here in the U.S. Okay, so science, technology, engineering, maths.
Yeah.
So what the feminists like to do is they like to exclude certain STEM fields where women are actually overrepresented than men in order to like further try
Is
to
it about wage?
gain, no, in order to further try to gain affirmative action.
What you're saying?
Okay, so I've got some notes here. I'll read it. Medicine and dentistry, subjects allied to medicine, biological sciences, veterinary science, agriculture and related subjects, physical science, mathematical sciences.
Those are majors.
Hold on. Computer science, engineering, technologies, and architecture.
Those aren't jobs.
That's the official official definition of STEM.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but when women say STEM, it's they don't acknowledge all those things.
What is a study
for instance, nursing, right?
I was going to say
nursing.
Yeah, nursing is probably very much overwhelmed by women. I guess that would be classified under STEM if we're including all medical.
But that's very low nurse assistants. So like STEM as a whole is definitely male dominated. STEM as a whole.
It's not.
Okay, can you tell me
STEM
where you're getting that statistic from?
If you're including medical, then
like
I
as
guess
a, like
women
careers,
would be...
like if they make over 6 figures, if it's software engineers, if it's data scientists.
I'm genuinely curious.
They look at physical science, mathematics, engineering and technology, and computing, and they think that's the extent of STEM. But if you start removing like biological sciences, nursing, etc., veterinary science, agriculture, any subjects allied to medicine, then women are actually overrepresented. There's more women in STEM than there are men.
I want to know what study you're getting this from. Please just tell me what source.
Are these assistant jobs as well?
Yes.
Let me find it. I'll find it.
If you're a doctor's assistant,
I'm not even doubting it. I want to know.
One doctor for like 10 female assistants. Of course, it's going to be female dominated. Oh, of course it's going to be female dominated if you count all the assistants. There's going to be one doctor for like 10 nurses and assistants, but it doesn't mean that they make more or that they actually graduated from those fields. You can be a dental assistant. Yes, for every dentist, there's dental assistants that didn't actually graduate from college, but they're also counted in STEM as a job. But if you just look at like income, people who make over 6 figures in a STEM field, like how many people are women and men? I think that's a more fair comparison. Because if you're an assistant, it doesn't really matter. Like I can get an assistant job in like any field right now, and I can still be counted.
This is like you want to focus on, it's the apex fallacy. You want to focus on the top positions.
Yeah, because that's what you need a degree for.
But that's not equality. You don't hear feminists arguing, "Oh, we need 50% of women to be bricklayers. We need 50% of
women to work on oil rigs."
I think the argument
workplace deaths. There's a gap. There's a workplace death gap. 93% of it's 91 or 93% of workplace deaths are men.
I think
should we equalize that? Perhaps men. One of the reasons men get paid more than women is because
I think it would make sense for blue-collar jobs.
They're more likely to do dangerous work. They're more likely to work outside. If there's some major fucking power outage in the middle of the winter in below freezing temperatures,
I admire men for being able to do that.
Who's going to be the one who goes
out
at 2 fucking a.m.
No, I agree with that.
Is working on the line.
But I don't agree that women shouldn't be in the office.
Okay, sorry. This is such a bad argument because when it comes to jobs that are making the most amount of money to begin with your logic or whatever, or what you're saying, it's actually like white collar jobs, nice CEO positions. But regardless of that, putting that aside,
yes,
I really want
that's right. You can only have feminism when there's cushy air conditioned jobs.
No.
No.
Like what? Okay.
You don't hear feminists fighting for these dangerous,
first
difficult,
of all, that's
dirty
not true.
jobs.
First of all, it is not true.
It's
if you literally search up feminism, blue collar work. Hey, no.
Zip it.
Okay, fine.
Zip it.
And then I go.
Okay, deal. Oh, thank you, Pixie. Okay. Y'all, feminists just want to fight for the cushy, high-paying, air-conditioned office jobs. You don't want to do the dirty, dangerous work that men are doing that happen to be high paid.
And you think that because all the men you surround with yourself around say the same exact thing about feminism, but there are actually feminist movements within this field that if you did 3 seconds of research, you'll see. Just say, yeah, you can say, no, but guess what? I'm a feminist. I'm actually part of these movements. I actually look at them.
You literally went to STEM, which is
because STEM is one of the biggest disparities where, theoretically speaking, there shouldn't be. That's why. That's why I went to STEM, okay?
What do you mean? There's not a disparity, and actually there's a disparity. Hold on, but do you acknowledge that there's a disparity in college enrollment?
Yes.
There's more women in college.
Yeah, exactly. So how come does it take a woman to have 1.5 more of an educational level than men to get the same paying job? Basically, a woman has to go get her undergraduate degree and master's to get the same level of job that a guy just has to get his undergraduate degree.
Erroneous.
Yeah, you have to say erroneous because you can't respond to me.
Okay, so no, I can respond to you. I can respond to you.
Okay, respond.
Throw the popcorn back.
I'm being a bitch. I'll chill.
You just.
I love this savage pixie.
This is for the popcorn.
You didn't even address my argument about how men are underrepresented when it comes to attaining college degrees.
Yeah, no, I said I actually proves the point of hey, guess what? There's a disparity where it shouldn't be because men need less education to get the same job that a woman has.
They go into a woman needs trade, though.
Yeah, a woman needs to get an undergraduate degree and master's to basically get the same level paying job as a man who got.
That's fake news.
That's not. You can search it up right now.
That's fake news,
It's not. Go search it. Well, I hate the
news.
fact that you have a computer and you could literally Google what I'm saying and you just won't.
You're saying a woman needs to get a master's degree to earn the same as a guy who hasn't.
I said basically the way that these numbers are coming out is that a woman needs more education to get the same level paying as the guy who has less education.
Can I address this though? Because when it comes, there's a lot of studies that confirm that when it comes to applying for jobs, women will look at a job description and let's say there's 10 bullet points. If they meet 9 of the 10 bullet points or 8 of the 10, and they're like, ooh, but I didn't meet the last 2.
Yeah.
It says I have my master's, or you need a master's, and I only have a bachelor. They're not even going to apply.
Yeah.
Whereas men, let's say they only meet 3 or 4, they're going to apply.
Still apply.
Yeah,
Negotiation.
Absolutely.
Men have more audacity.
If you're saying absolutely, that's why men are more likely to have the same jobs with bachelors as women with masters, because they're applying, they're putting themselves out there way more because they experience rejection in life significantly more than women do, which is why they can.
And that's why there's women who are still high levels in those different careers, because there's women who are able to exemplify the personality characteristics to be able to achieve that same level. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any women, right? If it was really that oppressive. But no, the women who are able to exude and exemplify those characteristics that are necessary to actually get on top, they're still successful. They're still in those positions.
So it's more nurture.
Well, that's the other thing.
Sometimes, absolutely. And again, but that's the exception to the rule. I still believe it's the exception to the rule.
It's becoming more norm than outliers, though, in the current day. But if you look at it 50 years ago, it's more nature, you would argue.